Maybe you are looking at 2025 and trying to figure out where you can travel to this year. Right now, we are going to be sharing with you our top 15 places that we would suggest that you travel to out of the places we've gone so far.
Now, these places are not only affordable, but they check a lot of our boxes. They have to be quality places. They can't just be affordable. So we're going to start off with Cadiz, Spain. This is a place we need to get back to. We spent a day there is all on a cruise ship. We've done a lot of research on it. We've heard a lot of other people have really enjoyed it. So it is on our short list.
We were surprised. We went into Cadiz, like we said, just off of the cruise ship. And what an absolutely just picturesque, super cute town. I think the things that appealed to me right away was it is a smaller town. It doesn't feel like that big town with the high rises. And the downtown main area, you could just wander through those streets and all the tiles, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, we walked into it with the idea that is this a place we could come back to and stay for a month or whatever it is. And so we quite looking at it maybe a little bit differently than the typical cruise ship traveler might be looking at it. So we were really impressed, and we're looking to get back.
And obviously, because it was a cruise port, it is on the water, so you have the beaches there in Spain and just that beautiful promenade, walking path and everything. So it is high up there for us to get back to.
Plus the day trips. I mean, you can go to Malaga, you can go up to Sevilla, so there are places you can go outside of there as well. One of the places you can also get to really easy from Cadiz is Portugal. The Algarve, you pick a place. We'll probably like whichever place it is in the Algarve. We love it down there. The beaches are beautiful. They're not only beautiful beaches, but they're different from each other. They're not the same thing. If you want a different flavor of beach, just go somewhere else in the Algarve. But the Algarve is still to this day very high on our list.
Yeah, if you follow our channel at all, you will know that we still have the Algarve as one of our top destinations that we have traveled to and that we hope to get back to soon. Like Brian was saying, every place that you went was a little bit different. So we stayed in one place that was a little more busy and active, and then we stayed in another place that was, a lot of people would kind of consider it a little more sleepy town. We kind of enjoy that. So you kind of can pick whatever kind of fits your lifestyle.
Right. And so that comes in at number 2.
Now the third place on our list is Split, Croatia. One of the things we didn't mention at the beginning here, we are doing is in order from kind of the little bit more expensive and going down to the least expensive. But Split, Croatia is a beautiful area. Croatia is beautiful in general, but Split is just one of those towns that you can spend a period of time. We were there for 2 months. You're on the water, it's beautiful shoreline there, and just the accessibility of everything.
Yeah, you can go out to the islands. There's trains and buses all stop in Split to get you to the rest of the region. So it's a launching point really for a lot of the rest of that region of the world. So I would say Split, Croatia is a must. I'd also like to point out that we're going to get this comment, well, that place is not inexpensive anymore. Well, no place is inexpensive anymore. So let's get past that. Right now, we're going to put it out there. We don't want to hear that comment. You can't go there anymore. It's not as inexpensive as you think it is.
Yeah, the world has just gotten expensive, unfortunately. So these are just still on the list of the least or the less expensive, we'll put it that way.
The lesser expensive places. Working our way down, Crete, Greece. Really enjoyed Crete. Had a great time in Crete. Now, next time we go, because I want to go back, we're going to rent a car and we're really going to get out and explore.
Yeah, Crete was absolutely beautiful, and a lot of people think Greece and they think, oh, not affordable. Crete really wasn't that bad cost-wise, and we stayed right there in Hania, right in the prime location where you want to be. You don't necessarily have to stay right in that prime area. You can stay out a little bit, and I think there's just ways to do it affordable. There's also on Crete some main airports, so you're flying right in there. You can get more of a direct flight. So yeah, I think that Crete was a must on the list to go to if you're looking at those Greek islands. Next on the list and coming in at number 5 is Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is on a lot of people's bucket list, and we can see why. We actually found Czech Republic to be pretty affordable.
Yeah, now I enjoyed Prague more so than Carrie did. She liked it. She thought it was great. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was very, I don't know, it was alive. Now, again, you don't have to stay right in Prague. You can stay on the outskirts, and that is where you'll launch yourself to other parts of the region.
Yeah, but as far as out of all the other places that we've listed here, this is one of those places that we found that cost of living as far as food and drinking out was very inexpensive. We were saving a lot of money there.
Now, number 6 isn't just the city of Krakow, in my opinion, it's all of Poland. We need to get back to Poland. We went to a couple places in Poland, and it's so affordable, so authentic. The people are so incredibly amazing. Krakow, Poland was a great city for us. Whenever we go anywhere, we're excited to get there. That excitement can wear off after 4 or 5 days. But in Krakow, we really didn't feel like we spent enough time.
No, unfortunately, we weren't there very long, and we really had wished that we had been there longer. The food in Poland is wonderful. The beer is amazing, and like Brian mentioned, it's very affordable as well. So you get to kind of go and enjoy all of that. And that's one of the things in these lists that we're giving you, is that you also want that quality of life. And part of the thing for us, quality of life-wise, is we want to go out to eat. We want to be able to go out to drink. We want to be able to enjoy those things and not have them always breaking the budget.
Yeah, so spending some time in Poland, the Czech Republic, and Germany, you know, you're not going to lose weight, I don't think. At least I won't lose any weight.
No.
Because the beer alone, if I just drank beer all day and didn't eat any food, I would be happy. The beer in that part of the world is the best beer in the world.
It was great, and the food is that heavier kind of hearty food that is just so yummy.
Good stuff.
So coming in next is Oaxaca, Mexico, which is the foodie capital of Mexico. And boy, when we heard that before we went there, we didn't really know what to expect. And boy, is it ever wonderful. If you love food and you want to save money on having that food, that is the place to go.
Now, I love Mexican food, like the Mexican food that I know back home. You know, I'll get sick after I get done eating it, but I love it. This is not the kind of Mexican food I was used to.
No.
And it was mind-blowing. It was so much better, so good, so fresh. And Oaxaca, if you haven't gone and you love good food, get down there.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful town, so bright colored, a lot of just different little districts around the area that you can walk through. It was a great place to just kind of land and spend a little bit of time, but also just a great place to just visit for a few weeks.
Number 8 on our list is Budapest. Now, Budapest it's a city, obviously, but Hungary in general is another place that we need to spend more time in. We spent a month in Budapest, and I'll tell you what, a month in Budapest is not too long. A lot of things to do, a lot of places to eat, a lot of touristy sightseeing to do, a lot of great history. So I really encourage you to get to Budapest. Again, they had a German bar, so some German beer that we found. But I'll tell you what, again, the food and just the atmosphere in Budapest was great.
Yeah, we were, you know, this was our first experience. We had wanted to go to Budapest, and this was our first experience there, and we really didn't know what to expect. It was a massive city with, like you said, so much to see and do. Like, we could walk to one complete area of the town and spend the day doing stuff there, and then go and the next day and do something totally different. A lot of the towns we go to, that's not necessarily the case. You kind of have that city center, the main tourist point. Here, there was just so much to see and do.
Now, number 9. Now, this country is one of those countries that we were talking about cost of living and inflation earlier. This is a country that really does fluctuate quite a bit, but it is still affordable, in our opinion. And that is Fethiye, Turkey. Fethiye, Turkey checked almost every one of our boxes.
Yeah, it's hard to find a box it didn't check, honestly. It just had absolutely everything. Maybe if they would have had an airport right there in the center, then maybe that would have been better. But, you know, it just had everything. It had the great grocery stores. It's right on the water. It had amazing markets. The people were so kind. The promenade, the walking path that we could walk, it just checked checked it all for us. Now, number 10 on the list is Romania. Kind of more the areas of Brajov, Oradea, Sibiu. We just really found that each one of those towns were places that we just really loved. They had plenty of things to see and do, super clean, super picturesque.
Yeah, it was very clean. That was one of the things that struck us the most in a lot of these places. Now, again, the food, very big and hearty. But Romania has a really cool craft beer industry also. I mean, those other old world beers in Germany and Czech Republic and Poland are great. These new age beers in Romania are really good. Number 11, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Sarajevo. We loved it. We also stopped over in Mostar, which you have to do if you're in that region.
Yeah, this is an area that, a lot of people may not be on your vacation list or place to hop to, but we would really suggest that you look into it. We really were blown away and kind of caught off guard a little bit of how much we really like this area.
Yeah, if you're in the region, Sarajevo does have an airport. You can fly right in, and it is worth the time. If you've got a few extra days that you're thinking about what to do and where to go, that might be a good place to go.
Yeah, and talk about affordability. Very affordable place to be, from accommodations to eating out to just enjoying life, and a lot to see and do as well in the countryside there. It was absolutely beautiful.
It was beautiful. Next on our list, Montenegro. Montenegro is very affordable. It's right on the Mediterranean. It's just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
We started in Kotor, made our way to Budva after that, and I'll tell you what, if you like sunsets like I do, and long walks on the beach as much as I do, Budva might be the place for you.
Yeah, we enjoyed Budva. Yeah, he jokes. We enjoyed Budva. And we were there a little bit in kind of off season, but I think that if you were there when it's happening a little bit more, they had so many restaurants and options of just places to go right there on the harbor. And like you said, it's one of our favorite old towns. It was small, but boy, it was a beautiful little old town. Just a lot going on. We really enjoyed that. But Kotor definitely had a place in our heart. The beauty of these two places, if you are visiting, it's about a 20-minute cab ride to go one to the other. So you can kind of pick what you want if you want to be near the beach, but definitely make sure and get over to Kotor and visit. We also enjoyed Kotor though, because one of the best views that we've pretty much ever had from the place that we were staying, just looking over the Bay of Kotor.
Speaking of the most beautiful views that we've ever had from an accommodation, that would be in Saranda, Albania. Albania is notorious for being very affordable, especially and Saranda would be the place to go within Albania for that affordability. And it is. It's everything that you hear about, it's everything you read about, it's everything you watch on YouTube. Beautiful place, very affordable.
Yeah, and we never like to sugarcoat things or not share you with anything going on, but it is a great place you can go. You're going to have those views like Brian was saying. You're going to have the affordability, great restaurants, once again absolutely affordable, but the grocery stores were very much lacking, and the transportation system was definitely lacking. But if you can kind of put those two things aside, it's a great affordable place to go. And the beauty of Saranda is you can fly into Corfu, Greece, and take a very short ferry ride over right into Saranda. So you don't have to deal with any of that infrastructure really if you don't want to.
Okay, we're getting down to it now. We've only got two more.
Yeah, this is number 14.
This is number 14. And this is a place that, well, it didn't surprise us that we liked it so much. We were very excited to go. But when we got there, got our feet on the ground, and started to explore, we had a great time. And that would be Bangkok, Thailand. Bangkok, Thailand, they're talk about infrastructure in Albania. Well, Thailand hasn't figured out.
Yeah.
100%. They're 100%. Their tram system, their subway system, everything they have going on in that city is dialed in.
Yeah, Bangkok is a place that you can really save some money. There is, it's a massive city, so you can kind of pick where you want to be, get those accommodations into your affordable range. Because the transportation system is so great, you don't need to be right in that city center. We didn't stay right in the city center. We could easily hop onto the tram or metro, whatever they call that, and we were able to just hop into town very easily. So affordability wise and quality of life, because boy, the food. The food is absolutely wonderful. So,
Well, yeah, it's my style of food. First of all, I love Thai food, more so than I do probably, I don't know, it's up there with going to Oaxaca and that food. I even mentioned that off camera. Carrie and I were talking about, God, would you rather have the food in Thailand or the food in Oaxaca, Mexico?
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
But when we're talking
toss-up.
about affordability for food, we're talking about you can go out and you're spending $2 on a meal per person, sometimes $1.50 on a meal per person. So affordability wise, if you want to save some money but you want to go on vacation, you can absolutely do that in Bangkok. Now, if you are not a big city person at all, and Bangkok just kind of, you're like, I don't want the big city, Chiang Mai would be the other option. You can fly into Bangkok and then just hop into Chiang Mai, a super, much more quiet, laid back community with a lot to do as well, and you're gonna get all those same benefits of the cost.
And the food up in Chiang Mai might even be better than the food in Bangkok.
It's
a
different,
little
yeah.
different style, but man, it is really, really good. Now, drum roll.
Yeah.
Because we're down to it. This is the last, that was a good drum roll. This is it. This is our last one. This is our top destination if you're on a budget that you can still have everything that you need. And that is Da Nang or Hoi An, Vietnam. Those places, either one, they're about a half an hour apart. You're going to save a lot of money.
Yeah, Da Nang was, the beach in Da Nang is actually one of our favorite
Yeah,
beaches.
it's beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. If you're somebody who likes the kind of bigger waves coming onto the beach, pretty much every day, not
Yeah.
every day,
I
but
like to
most
hear
days.
my beach.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we found a beach bar right there on the beach that we would frequent, and could just sit there and listen to the waves coming in and also see the surfers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and it just kind of had everything. It had decent grocery stores, it had everything, but like you mentioned, the other option was Hoi An as well.
Right. Yeah, Hoi An is smaller. We didn't get to the beach in Hoi An, but we met some couples that did go to the beach, and they'd highly recommend that area as opposed to Da Nang. So I'll tell you, the whole area there in Vietnam. We're going to get back to Vietnam too.
We are going to get
Yes.
back there, yeah. All right, well, we hope that this just kind of gives you maybe some food for thought, some ideas, some places to look at when you're starting to figure out what your plans for 2025 are. If you're looking for that budget destination, these are all just really great options to look into.
We'll see you next time.
Cheers.